What's up, guys? LQ here with the LQ review, sitting here in the parking lot waiting for my wife to come out. So I'm going to talk about Survivor 50 episode 6, the Blood Moon episode. This was, yeah, we've never seen a triple elimination episode before. And we've seen double eliminations. And in my last video, I said, we're definitely going to see another double elimination episode. I didn't think it'd be the next episode, and I didn't think it'd be a triple elimination episode. But overall, they did a really good job in this episode of really making you feel like the stakes were high. They separated into 3 tribes and 5 people per tribe, and basically saying, all right, now you've got a 20% chance of going home. So yeah, the stakes were really high, and they took 2 people out of the scenario. And when Ozzy found the clue, or when Ozzy found the advantage, and they said he was sending him to Exile Island, I was like, well, how is that an advantage? It became very clear very quickly just how that was an advantage. It was an advantage because it took him out of the Blood Moon scenario, and he took Rizzo out of the Blood Moon scenario. Rizzo, it's like everything just keeps coming up roses for him. Now, I do think that he makes a lot of his luck. I think that he's a gamer, and Rizzo is someone who plays hard, and he plays well. He's also got some luck on his side. He really does. And he lucked out here. Ozzy took him, and I still don't think Rizzo has been to a tribal council yet. I think he's the only one who hasn't been to a tribal council yet. But we get to our challenge. The challenge is a classic, and it's a challenge that is, in my opinion, I think that it's a challenge that is more geared towards females, maybe males with a really tiny frame. But somebody like Jonathan, somebody like Colby, these guys were never had a chance at winning this challenge. The Applebee's reward was fine. I mean, they've done it before. They've got to get that sponsorship money, that sweet, sweet sponsorship money, and that was fine. Let's get to the Blood Moon, the tribal councils. Camilla going home, no big loss there. I wasn't really a big Camilla fan. Genevieve going home, again, no big loss for me. Not that it wasn't a big loss in the game, because I think that there was some interesting dynamics being set up between her and Aubrey, and I think Genevieve was a gamer. I personally wasn't rooting for Genevieve, so again, no big loss on my point of view. But like I said, there's now some story beats that have now been paid off, and we're just now getting to the jury phase of the game. So yeah, I guess it's sad to see Genevieve go, but I would have rather her gone than just about anybody else on her tribe. Colby was the rough one. I was rooting for Colby. I really was. I was rooting for him hard. I wanted to see him make it deep into this game. I wanted to see him be on the jury. And you could tell that in his tribe. His tribe, you could tell they had a lot of love for him, and they didn't really want to see him go, but that was just the way the cards fell. Except for Emily. Emily was stone cold. And if I were the players, I'd be taking note to, okay, one person was stone cold. And that would resonate with me. But Colby's gone, and if this is his last time playing Survivor, and it probably is, I think he goes out on a high note here. He goes out playing his game. He goes out, he had a strong alliance. If it wasn't for the Blood Moon, I think he'd still be there. Just some bad luck. Some bad luck hit him. And I feel like him turning to the tribe and saying, find the joy, I think that was a nice end to his story. He started in Survivor Australia for the adventure. He said that multiple times in Survivor Australia. He's here for the adventure. And then All-Stars and Heroes versus Villains hit, and you could tell his head wasn't really in it. And then this one, I just feel like he was back in it, but he was in it for the adventure again. So I feel like this was really a nice bookend to Colby's story. What kind of ripple effects is this going to have? I don't know. Obviously looking at the next week on Survivor segment, Coach isn't happy, and I don't blame him. But there's really no other point of attack. Voting for Colby was Coach's only play. So I get why he's mad, but it is what it is. It was unfortunate. It was unfortunate the way it played out. So yeah, really anxious to see what happens next episode. Again, loving this season so far. No complaints, and can't wait to see what happens next. What do you guys think of Survivor 50 Episode 6? Let me know in the comments down below. While you're down there commenting, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And until next time, we'll see you guys later.